So the 2010 World Cup, you know what? I always like to say that this World Cup, in my view, is the worst World Cup. And I just thought it was also out of the World Cups that I've seen. I just felt it was the one that I enjoyed the least. Maybe it's the one that I enjoyed the least. But I felt that despite it's the one that I enjoyed the least, I think it was World Cup that had the best atmosphere by far. People may hate them. I thought the Vuvuzelas were amazing. In Only ones, I think that Blatter has to be given credit for fighting for the World Cup to be brought to Africa, where guys said, "Oh no, Africa can't host the World Cup." And South Africa did a very, very good job hosting it with some stupendous, amazing stadiums. So going into this, was I really a favorite? Not really, because maybe you would have said for Italy based on what they did, but again, it's not that thing that you would see would be consistent in many World Cups. People had their eye on Spain, but then they just thought, okay, fair enough, they got their first major trophy in the 08 Euros. We don't really know whether they'll fully go all the way. People had their eye on Germany because I think despite on how well they did in 2006, it was that first game in 2010. Because this was a project that they've been working on for a long time, because this was us seeing Khedira for the first time, us seeing Ozil for the first time, and us seeing a lot of these players who have now really become a household names, us seeing Thomas Muller for the first time. This was a young generation of new German player, and this was a new way of playing and a new psychology of how Germany approached the game, So, and they were amazing, and for me, Germany, again, same thing with 2006. The best team didn't win the World Cup. For me, Germany were the best team. They played the best football. People forget, they beat 3 different teams 4-0. That's crazy. In a World Cup, to beat 3 different teams 4-0 is crazy. So yeah, man. Sorry. Mistake. To beat 3 different teams, to score 4 goals against 3 different teams is crazy. They scored 4 goals against three different teams. Absolutely crazy. And only conceding 1. So this was also the World Cup in which a certain player produced one of the worst misses of all time. I will never name his name, and it is a moment that still pains me. Yeah. So yeah, Nigeria really disappointed me in this one. They really disappointed me. Yeah. Ghana. Let's be real right now. I've got a lot of Ghanaian friends, so of course I really wanted Ghana to really do well. But I think Ghana didn't really play well. And when I look at Ghana, I say, look, Ghana were not playing the kind of football that Cameroon were playing in 1990. They're not playing the kind of football that Nigeria were playing in 94 or 98. So when I looked at Ghana, I was like, I'm just supporting them because they are our neighbors and they are fellow Africans. But especially, they are our West African neighbors, and I know a lot of Ghanaian guys. But a lot of the games they were winning was through penalties, 1 goal and everything, but they're not really playing amazing football. But I thought, these guys are really, really playing well as a team. They really have a strong team ethos about them. And of course, that infamous game against Uruguay. Now, you all know that I hate the cannibal. Look, the guy is a racist prick. But what he did against Ghana, I would have done. Because what he did was amazing. Because he put his country before himself. He was like, I am going to get sent off. I know I'm going to get sent off. I'm going to put my hand, I'm going to give you a handball. But if I don't use my hand to stop this, we're out. Because Ghana score that, they're out. Because that they score that, they go into they make it the semis, because that was like in the 90 minutes. So say like, I'm going to give my boys a chance. I remember what I was watching it in this room. In this room that I was recording, I was watching it in this room. And when homeboy Gian missed that, I was like, that's just sick. That's just sick. And yeah, he scored the penalty, and then that was sick. Once he missed that, I knew that they would. Yeah, once he missed that, I knew that they would mess up in a penalty. So look, I knew it. So going through, so obviously Germany, so I said Germany losing to Spain, and I think this was another World Cup where Holland went fire. Brazil, they didn't take Ronaldinho because of that clown, Dunga. Holland beating them deservedly so. And this is where Robben and Sneijder were really ripping things up. Sneijder was having an amazing year because he'd already won. Yeah, he'd won the he'd won the treble with Inter Milan, and again he was one of the key members of this Dutch team. I think it was managed by Van Marwijk. So we had a Spain-Holland final, and let me give you a confession. I didn't watch this World Cup final. That's a clear confession. And I didn't watch this because I just hated Spain's football. I hated Spain's football. That was the first thing. Me hating Spain's football. Like, I really hated their football, and I really despised their dominance. And for Holland, I just thought it would be really sick, Holland winning the World Cup in South Africa with the history of apartheid. I just thought that would, for me, that just did not sit well with me at all. Of Holland winning the World Cup in South Africa with the whole apartheid history. I just thought that's just insane. For that to happen, I would just be flipping now. I can't, as an African, I can't watch that. But at the same time, for me, like Spain winning it, I was like, give me flip. I mean, what kind of football is this? But at the same time, though, I hated this World Cup. But I think despite that, you've got to give credit to Spain. Yes, Robben missed those key one-on-ones. Casillas being amazing, standing up to him and making two crucial saves. But you know what? It was a case of where Spain deserved it because it was like, yes, we have this tactic. You may love it or hate it. Nobody could beat us. It was also a World Cup in which David Villa was huge. People forget. I think Spain, they lost their first game or something. So they had to win in the other two games. So David Villa was key. And David Villa scored a lot of very key goals. Remember against Paraguay, where I believed Spain missed a penalty. Alonso missed his penalty. Then Paraguay missed the penalty. Then Villa scored this crazy goal with his left foot. So Spain were big time. Spain were big time. I think he also scored it against Portugal as well. But I was like, the matches were just like, even the match against Portugal and how Portugal were playing, I was like, what the hell is going on here? So it was just a very weird World Cup. That I just thought, well, it was just very weird to watch. The World Cup was just a very weird World Cup to watch. But yeah, Spain winning it, they deserved it, and I think this was just a tip of the dominance because they were then going to go on to win the Euros and do the triple threat. But yeah, and I think for Spain, that's been their golden generation. I think was very, very important. And I think based on how special this team is, it is the greatest team that Spain has ever had. I just think them closing in on doing that. I think Iniesta being one of their key guys, scoring that key goal, I think even meant even more because he has definitely been one of the best midfielders of his time and of his generation. But yeah, I just think for the 2010 World Cup, there was just something lacking about that whole thing, man. There was something lacking. But I think the reason why maybe I hate it even more was because of that guy who will never be named and him missing that shot. So I think because of that, that's why this World Cup really, really pissed me off. By the time the fourth went in, I left the room. Then I was basically watching it halfway through. By the time it got to 5-0, I think it was like 5-0 after 20 minutes.